welcome back to another episode of
POV
Brie, can
with
you pull it together.
Hailey and Brie. You're welcome.
Wow,
That'll
thank
be
you
$5,000.
so much. I don't even have
Actually, we didn't even
$5,000 to
pay
give
Michael for that song, so I don't think you should really pay me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Breezer, this episode is it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's a little bit more chilled, laid back. I don't know if you have already noticed how chill and laid back we are. But we're getting comfy. We're getting ready to dive in.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk all about hot takes.
Hot takes.
All about pop culture, current stuff going on, anything we want to talk about. But we thought, why not?
¿Por qué no?
It's our podcast, might as well. And there's some juicy stuff going on.
In the world right now.
In the world, in the media.
In our lives, but
our lives.
I don't know if we're talking about that.
No, that's another episode. But, yeah, we're here to talk about other people. But this is juicy. This is juicy.
But Hailey, let's clarify.
Okay.
This is not gossip.
No, we're not gossiping.
We're good Christian women. We don't gossip.
This is a civil conversation. We're all friends here. This is just a nice little, we're huddled up, cuddled up in our blankets by the couch.
Merry almost Christmas.
Hanging with our friends.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have you seen the grid of gossip where it's like, okay, this is gossip, this is spilling tea, this is venting, and this is like trash talking?
No. Where would we fall on this? Because we're not trash talking.
I think this is spilling tea.
I feel like it's yeah, I'd say it's spilling tea. It's, yeah, because it's
honestly,
not gossiping.
I actually don't think we fit on the grid. Because we're talking about stuff that people already know and people are already talking about.
Yes, we're just bringing more light to the situation.
And bringing our opinion that nobody asked for.
But we're going to give it to you. So I'm excited.
I'm very excited. This is going to be a fun episode.
Some of you guys might know what we're going to talk about. Other of you might be hearing this for the first time solely because of us. So you're welcome.
You're very
We're just
welcome.
trying to keep everybody... It's keeping up with Hailey and Brie, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
You know, we should rename the podcast just for this episode, Keeping Up with H&B.
Oh, that's a good one.
But it's really not keeping up with H&B. It's keeping up with the world.
We'll figure it out name-wise.
Whatever.
But
should we check in with each other?
I guess we should.
Okay.
It's not like we've talked at all. We just hopped in here and we were dead silent when we came in.
I know.
So.
Well, they probably need to hear more.
Yeah.
So, Hailey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing right now?
I'm probably, I'd say like a 7.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Average.
Wasn't a bad day. Wasn't a great day.
You're having a really good hair day.
Really?
Yeah.
I took a shower this morning, so that probably is.
It's just really curly. I like it when your hair's curly.
Well, yeah. I don't usually wear my hair down a lot. But this is it. Pretty much, pretty natural.
That's amazing. I'm jealous.
No, you're not. It's actually horrid. The amount of times a week I think of shaving my head off, like just going straight
your hair's
bald,
gorgeous.
You'd be surprised.
I love it.
How about you, Brie? How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, I called my mom and I cried. So that,
Today?
yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
that kind of brought me up because sometimes I feel like you just need to cry, like you're being over dramatic because you just need a good cry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can relate to
No,
that.
can't, but
Hailey doesn't like to cry, but we don't
everybody
talk about
else
that.
probably could relate.
So now I'm at like a 5, but I've just had a really hard I like have been snapping at people at work and that like sucks.
Snapping at people at work.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's that season.
It's that happy time of season. So I need to get it together, but I'm a 5. I'm coming up. I really like Mark Cook's perspective on just telling yourself you're a 10 and being a 10.
Yeah.
I gotta work on
like
that.
convincing yourself.
Yeah, I gotta work on that.
That's a good one.
So, but bringing it up, by the end of this episode, it'll be at a 7, hopefully, because we got some fun things.
We got some juicy stuff.
I think we're gonna skip question of the week because we
That's fair.
We got too much.
We
content.
have no time. We need to jump in.
Yeah.
I'm way too enthusiastic for this.
Hailey,
This
since
is a
you
good
are
one.
so
No, I insist. You. Please.
You want me to start?
Yeah, you can kick off.
All right, let's just talk, okay? Because there's
Just chit chat. There's a lot
there's
going on.
a lot of things happening.
Yes.
There's, this happened a while ago, but Matthew Perry died.
Yes.
Tragic. So sad. We don't need to talk.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's not
as hot as what we're
but
going
it's
for.
Still,
but it's so
it is
sad.
It is very sad. Did you grow up watching Friends?
No, I was not allowed to. And if you watch the show, you know why I was not allowed to. But I watched it in college, and my junior year roommate was obsessed with Friends. And I didn't text her, but I almost texted her, and I was like, are you okay? Because that is so... And I was like, when are we going to hear from the Friends cast? It took them, which obviously...
Yeah, they were grieving.
They need to grieve.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wanted to hear from them, because I was like, that's their bestie right there.
Yeah, that was very... It was very
so sad.
It was very sad. Friends is a good TV show. And it's also one of those things where it's like... It was like the first one of the cast members to pass away, and it is such a
iconic.
For I guess technically, are you Gen Z?
Yeah, I'm Gen Z.
Okay, well, part of Gen Z, majority of millennials, that was a lot of their growing up. So
did you watch it growing up?
I didn't watch it growing up.
Yeah.
I watched it after, let's say college, around the same time that you did.
Yeah. It's a good
it is a good show. It's very funny, but yeah, it is so sad.
Yeah. And I think because I don't think there were drugs involved or anything, so it's just
I don't know the logistics
so
of it.
sad that he had a huge undertaking of getting his life, all organized, and all the videos that you would see of him just wanting to speak into other people's lives and help people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, so sad.
So sad.
But
it really was sad.
On a happier note, actually none of these things are really happy, but they're just juicy. Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars
had a Taylor Swift night.
They did. I was gonna text you.
Died.
Did you watch it?
I watched it fully complete.
Oh my gosh.
It was
from beginning to end.
I have been watching the season pretty closely this time, because they had some big. They currently have Jason Mraz. Spoilers. They have Jason Mraz. They had Jamie Lynn Spears, that's why one of my POVs a few weeks ago was on Jamie Lynn. And
I'm really sorry, but I'm glad she's off. I'm not a big fan of her.
She didn't. Okay. Total other side note, I started watching this TV show called Sweet Magnolias.
Yes.
She's in it. Jamie Lynn Spears.
I won't watch it.
It's I'm not gonna say it's the most quality of TV shows.
Probably not.
And I think she just exited after season 1. But you don't like her in the show because she's the person that the dad had an affair with. So
not good. Come on.
No. Anyways, off topic.
Back
Swift.
to Dancing with the Stars. Taylor Swift night. Yes.
There's a lot going on in that whole area, because Taylor Swift sent a video.
Oh, she did?
She was like, sorry, I can't be there. She was in her Eras Tour outfit. She's like, I'm literally in Argentina or something, which was the night. We'll come back to Dancing with the Stars, but that was the night that
one of her fans passed away. Correct?
Oh,
what were you going to talk about?
But that was also the night that Travis Kelce was there.
Oh.
But yes.
That was not the same night then that her fan passed away.
Okay.
It was not. That also was very sad. But back to Travis Kelce. That was the day that she put him in her song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She switched up the lyrics.
When I tell you that when I heard that
was juicy.
My jaw
dropped. So, what is the actual lyrics?
It's
because I know you know exactly what song.
So the actual lyric that she wrote is, "Karma is the guy on the screen coming straight home to me," and she's saying, "Karma is the guy in the Chiefs coming straight home to me."
Karma's the guy in the Chiefs.
Then she runs and jumps and kisses him after
the show, right?
The show,
but
not on stage.
But I have seen a video of I don't know if they told him or told somebody that she was gonna do that. Yeah. It was somebody that Travis was with, in the VIP area, and they were literally recording him the whole time and got his reaction to when she said it. And I was like, that's wild.
Did you see the video of during Vigilante Shiz where she was doing the dance, and because Travis was with Taylor's dad
Oh.
the whole
time.
like, well, I don't know, the whole time they were in the same like area,
Yes,
like under
the
that
VIP
little
umbrella easy up area.
and one of the fans dubbed it, but I don't know if this is actually what he said, but he like, I don't know if he high-fived Travis or like did something or like whispered in his ear and was like, this part always makes me super uncomfortable too, and like they're like laughing while she's like doing the vigilante stuff. But one of the nights she went home with Travis, that night she went home with Travis in the vigilante shiz outfit, and usually she like changes at like to go home.
Didn't change.
Did not change.
She was busy. She was, running late on time. That was why.
That's why.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a cute mug, Hailey.
Thank you. I don't know if you can see the inside. I don't want to spill my
It's a
drink.
cow.
I don't know if they can see it, but it's literally cow print.
Who knows? Okay,
All right,
wild.
back to business.
Back to Travis Kelce.
All right.
Do you like him?
Do I like Travis Kelce? I do like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I do.
I've been watching.
I think he's very good looking.
he's very good looking.
He's a cutie pie.
I wonder what he looks like without the stash. I haven't seen pictures without the stash.
I am not against the stash
No.
on guys. There's
Oh,
some
on guys in
there's
general.
some guys that I'm like, dear, sweet
Please shave.
8-pound, 6-ounce baby Jesus. That's horrendous. But I mean,
Okay, I have a personal question for you. Have you ever kissed a guy with a mustache?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because I don't think it would be pleasant.
I don't know.
It's a terrible subject. I'm so sorry. But it's a question that I have.
We should ask Taylor the next time we see her.
We should. Yeah.
Do you like kissing Travis when he has a mustache? Yes or no?
Joe Alwyn, her ex with a mustache? No.
No bueno.
No bueno.
They dated for a long time.
Yes, like 6 years. She's moved up and on and up.
On and up.
On and
Definitely an upgrade.
Yeah.
I do like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. My thing is, what I like to ask people, because I feel like I always get different opinions and reactions, is, do you think they will end up getting married?
That is such a hard question because they're definitely in the honeymoon stage right now. So like,
but we don't know. Like, how long have they actually been dating?
Know.
Because Taylor
we know.
Swift is so you think
we
you
know an early
Taylor Swift
date.
loves to keep stuff
I know.
private.
But no,
So-
she doesn't. I think it's all the men that like to keep things private. Like, I think Joe was very private. I think Jake Gyllenhaal, even though they only dated for like a few months, like all the men she's dated have been so private. I think she likes to like look at all her songs, like all the stuff she reveals.
I know, but I wonder how long they were talking before they became public.
Yeah.
That's a question.
Yeah.
Like we'll
we
never
know because we do know because he made at least we have like a iffy timeline because of the TikToks he made about giving her a friendship bracelet. Hi, Train. Giving her a friendship bracelet with his number on it.
Do you think they were talking already?
No.
No. You think that was him making a public move?
Yeah. You do people think that they were talking before then?
I think
'Cause
either they.
I didn't even think about that.
I feel like they had to have been either like not talking of being like, hey, we're interested, of just being like, I don't know. Like, why would Travis Kelce go to her concert? Because he's Travis Kelce and he likes her music and he can and he wants to. I mean, I guess so. I just didn't think about it like that. I just thought maybe he was just
because he wasn't in the VIP section when he went. He was in the stands. Was he not?
Homeboy has so much money. He definitely was not sitting up in the stands. He was definitely on the floor.
Oh yeah, definitely on the floor, but I don't think in the tent. Travis Kelce
Yes.
was not sitting in the family section.
No.
So I think if they had been dating, he would have been there and people would have been like, "Oh, what's he doing there?" And that would have, like you
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Oh, well, maybe one day we will find out, but I don't know if we will.
That's wild. We're
That's
not going to talk
insane.
about Travis because for the whole episode because there's just so much to talk about.
All right. Off topic
we go
of Travis, back to Taylor,
Yeah.
but more specifically
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
That was such a good episode because I will say I was underwhelmed with the costumes and
See, I
the
didn't.
song choices. They could have gone above and beyond. The judges could have gone above and beyond. Like, have they not been to an Eras tour? Like, I will say Julianne Hough wore, and my dad hated it, but I was like, why? It's cute. Julianne Hough, one of the announcers.
Oh, okay,
She's not
yeah.
a judge. She's like the announcer girl. Wore the bejeweled hood thing in the elevator that Taylor Swift wears in the music video.
Mhm.
That was cute. Anyways,
Brie wanted it.
I literally was like, I want that. That's cute. It's basically a glittery robe thing.
Glittery robe
Majig.
thingy
cute.
majig.
It's cute. But onto the contestants.
Onto the contestant.
Harry.
Was that the week that they got voted off?
Yeah. So Harry, Jowsey,
Juicy.
and Rylee
Arnold?
got eliminated. But tea with them, everybody since the beginning has been saying, oh my gosh, they're going to get together. Or
They're
they
an
should
item.
They're an item. But she's 18. He's 26.
Let's look up real time.
I'm pretty
Thank
sure.
yous.
Which is, okay, that's not terrible. Like, she's legal. He's,
He's
not,
26.
he's not creeper
and she
age.
is 18. He was born in 97 and she was born in 2005.
So
That just doesn't even seem
that's an 8-year
right.
gap. So it's not terrible, right? But it is a little weird because it's her first year as a pro on Dancing with the Stars. So she's young.
Mhm.
And he was literally on, like, what was it? Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah, he got famous. He got his start from Too Hot to Handle, which is a TV show. If you don't know what Too Hot to
I
Handle
feel like
is,
it's one of the ones that Jean would watch.
I've watched it before.
Oh, okay.
So it's this Netflix show where they basically get like, I'm assuming like small influencers, or like you have to like apply
Yeah.
to be like casted and do like an interview process, and they put you on, they'll take you to like, I don't know, Mexico or someplace tropical. It's basically like Bachelor in Paradise, but it's along the same lines, but there's this like announcer, but it's actually just this like camera that like watches you in the house. Basically the goal is that like they brought all these people who are, I don't know, just living their life. Like they're like, I'm gonna go date, I'm gonna go do whatever.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
They're not dating. They're not dating for marriage.
Right.
We'll
okay.
just put it along in those terms.
In those simple terms. Okay.
So basically the show is that there's like a whole bunch of money on the line. But there's these rules that's like you can't kiss, like you can't, like you can't do these like romantic like
Camps.
different things.
Is sex one of them?
Yes. You can't do that.
Whoa.
Or else, and if you do it, then you lose money. So basically,
How do they know they have
because they'll be like, oh, someone broke the rules. It's like a whole camera crew.
But do they say like this is the action that was done that lost the money?
No, they don't. I don't think they say what the action was, but I think they'll be like, oh, there was a rule break. $50,000 is gone from the pot, and then this is for like everybody. So it's like, oh, however much, like this is how much money we're putting in the pot, and then like it's up to you guys by like the end of the show how much money you guys take home, divided equally between you guys.
Do people get
People
off?
mad.
Like do
think
people get eliminated?
I don't think they get voted off.
That's a
But
good
new
show
people.
concept.
Oh wait, actually, I'm just kidding. I think I haven't watched it in a while, but so it's very much like Bachelor in Paradise style because they'll have like, I don't know, like 7 girls, 7 guys, and then they'll have like challenges or whatever. They basically want them to couple up, but realize that life isn't only about like you can date and be in a relationship with somebody without being physical. I think is what they're trying to accomplish there.
Right.
And they'd be like, oh, you need to establish like a real connection.
Yeah, which is true.
Which is valid.
Very valid.
But there's other people that will like come in. So like it'd be like, oh, like say if like you already like partnered up with somebody and I'm partnered up with somebody, but there's like 2 chicks that walk in. It's like, well, that now grants the opportunity for anybody who's partnered up to be like, the dude's like, hey, I actually want to see where this is going.
That sounds like I want to watch that now.
It's juicy.
Okay, but Harry Jowsey was on a season.
Harry Jowsey was on there. I don't know if it was the first season or what, but that's basically how he got his start. He was very popular on the show. Okay. Girls liked him.
Of course.
He's a cutie pie. He's blonde.
Yeah.
He's tall. He's got blue eyes.
He's muscly.
Charming. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like quickly became a mini social media influencer because of the publicity he was getting from the show, which launched him onto Dance with the Stars.
Right. Yeah, which is also, poor guy, one of the episodes on Dancing with the Stars, he talked about how he's getting bullied online for how bad of a dancer he is. And I'm like,
he's like, he's like, guys, I'm not a dancer. So
that's what Dancing with the Stars is.
That is literally what Dancing with the Stars is. You have the professionals, like the professional dancers who are partnered up with random celebrities.
And I hate it when they're like, oh yeah, like we're going to bring all these celebrities in who don't know how to dance. And then they bring in like somebody who like did ballet for 12 years. Like, okay, you're obviously, when you compare someone who's done ballet to someone who has 0 dance experience, like that sucks, you know. But it's still fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. But he has it's fun to watch him dance, because this sounds bad, but it's fun to watch him dance because he has no rhythm. So like he when he moves, you know how like you can like move your hips and stuff, like his whole body moves.
No rhythm.
And so he's trying so hard. And so he did good, but he got voted off.
Yikes.
Anyways, he spent Thanksgiving with Rylee's family. And I don't know if it's because he felt bad or because they're dating or like what, but he got her a diamond bracelet after he got voted off.
A diamond bracelet? Like a tennis bracelet?
It was a tennis bracelet.
It's like the bracelet that has like it's just like a diamond bracelet.
Let me look it up.
But they call it a tennis bracelet.
Oh man, I restarted the time. We were at like 15 minutes.
Just look up tennis bracelet.
Tennis.
It's just a bracelet that has like diamonds all over it.
Yeah.
Basically. So he got her one of those. I did hear about that. It costs like $15,000, I heard.
Yeah. Which how does an influencer?
So Harry Jowsey is 26 years old.
Yeah.
Allegedly, people are saying that he's dating.
Allegedly, but they deny it because they've been asked, and every time they're denying it. So I kind of don't think it's true.
I did see in a video though. I don't know if she did a interview or what. But they were like, let's get down to the bottom of this. And I saw like a brief clip of it. And basically what really snowballed all the like rumors of them dating was they went to I think it's Tate McRae? I don't know. She is I think it's Tate McRae. Please keep it down.
Someone's having a party next door.
Yeah, Tate McRae. She's a very good artist, by the way. But there was a concert, I'm assuming in LA, that they had went to. And when they were leaving, she had said that it was so packed because there was so many fans that they were trying to get out of the way, but she was leading, so she grabbed his hand, like, follow me type of thing. Oh. So, of course, like, paparazzi went crazy.
Of course.
And all these pictures started circulating. You know, like these two leave concert in LA together holding hands, and everybody's like, well, you can't deny that. Like, friends, like, I mean, I don't know.
Most friends don't hold hands. But
Juicy. But anyway, that's what she was saying. She's like, it was busy, and I grabbed his hand because there were so many people.
Okay, can you imagine living a life where you have to explain why you grabbed somebody's hand, and like there's pictures of you holding hands with someone?
I I can't imagine it, but also, like, if I feel like it's just
That makes
people,
sense to me,
I think
though.
people just, any way you look at it, I think people automatically assume, like, physical touch with, like, flirting.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Because if I were to go somewhere and I were to do that and you saw, you'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be like, why? Oh, Hailey's just helping him.
That's true.
You'd be like, why the heck is Hailey holding his hand? Like, something's going on there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely going to have to talk to her after that.
That's, you know what?
Because
That's
if the
true.
roles were switched and it was him walking and him grabbing her hand, or like say we're out somewhere and someone's trying to help you and be like, oh, Brie, like, let me help you, and was holding your hand, guiding you somewhere,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even, you'd be like, oh, there's some, immediately you'd be like,
Yeah.
they're not friends, something's going on.
Yeah.
I think that's just
That's
the
such a
way
good
that
point.
society is.
Physical touch wise?
Physical touch, I would assume, is, I personally think that society thinks physical touch is like pieced together or goes with like flirting.
Yeah. Yes, because people are like, if you want, because who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody at work because I was just like, yeah, I don't know how to flirt. Like, I cannot.
It's probably for the best.
Flirt.
It's bad out here.
It is for the best. But they were like, yeah, if you like want to show someone you like them, like laugh a lot and like touch them as much as possible. And I was like,
which I don't.
what?
So that's also very interesting because
Not as much as possible, but like, you know.
yeah, because I feel like
playfully.
I get that not misconstrued, but that gets really, like, that's a gray area for people looking into me, because I'm very much like, not like a handsy person, but like if I'm talking to somebody, like I'll be like, hold, like, you know, like I talk with my hands a lot.
Sure.
So if I'm gonna like demonstrate, be like, oh, this is what I'm talking about, I'll like use somebody as a demonstration.
Yeah.
Or I'll like put my hand on their shoulder, be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like, is everything okay? Like, type of
Yeah.
thing like that. Or be like, oh my gosh, hey, nice to see you, blah, blah, blah. But, and I think that's just because of who I am, but I do understand, because there has been like not multiple people, but there has been a couple of times where people have been like, were you flirting with him? Or that person's like, are you flirting with him? I'm like, I'm literally just,
I'm just talking.
me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how that translated. It's kind of on the same topic, but not really.
Kind of.
Anyway,
Kind of.
all right.
Hailey, okay.
Jowsey.
Harry Jowsey.
Harry
Okay,
Harry
wait.
Jowsey goes into.
Harry Jowsey goes into, I think Hailey and I each have some topics that we would like to
We do.
surprise each other with. So
Oh,
Hailey,
surprise.
do you want to surprise me with a crazy topic that you were talking about earlier? There's one that I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, I can. Hopefully we're thinking about the same one. Is it?
I was thinking about Brittany.
Oh, that one? I was not going to talk about that one.
Okay, go for what you're gonna. No, we want to get the good ones. So
No, I thought you were talking about the good old. Well, there's actually two celebrities that just had babies recently.
okay,
One of them being Paris Hilton,
yeah.
which I shed light on with Breezer
Wild.
earlier.
Tell them what she did.
So I wasn't there, but
What?
She didn't.
She didn't invite you?
There. No, she didn't invite me. But there was an interview, and I don't know if she already has a son who's like 10 months old, 10 months old, and his name's Phoenix, and I don't know. I want to say that she had him via Surrogate.
Okay.
So she just announced that she had a daughter. Her name's London.
Okay.
And apparently, from what I heard in the interview and watched in this video, is that she did not tell like any of her family members, and just like her whole family came over for Thanksgiving. They were chilling like right before family had already been there for like a little while, and they were about to have dinner, and I guess they called everybody in the living room. And they all were like, oh, thinking it was going to, like, somebody was going to, I don't know. There was going to be this big old surprise or whatever. She literally brings out
Her baby.
her daughter.
What?
Who she had via Surrogate that apparently nobody knew about. And she was just like, this is my kid.
Oh, she had very Surrogate. I was like, how did she hide that for 9
No,
months?
I think I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm pretty
Who's the
sure she
dad?
had her son. Who's her dad? Who's the dad? I don't know her husband. I'm not sure who her husband is. Let me look. Who is Paris Hilton's husband? But anyway, so that one was juicy. Also, because we all know that one thing I'm a sucker for is reality TV.
Right.
Hold on. Who is Paris Hilton's husband? Just so I can finish this.
I didn't even know that she was married.
Carter Reum. Reum.
Also,
Figure it out.
Dead that they named her daughter London. Her name is Paris.
I know, so good. Okay. Hailey's a sucker for reality TV. Yeah. Who are the biggest reality TV stars? I would like to say the Kardashians. Leading into that, Kourtney Kardashian just gave birth to her and Travis Barker's son.
I thought you were going to say Travis Kelce. I was like, that took a
that's
turn.
juicy. No. If you do not know, Kourtney Kardashian is the oldest.
They're married.
They are married.
They are married. Wedding.
They are married.
Yeah.
They had like 3 different ceremonies.
Yeah. I thought that was Nick Jonas, but okay.
No. I mean, he could have also had 3 different ceremonies.
Is this their 3rd kid?
So this is her first child with him. So Kourtney Kardashian was, they were never married, but they were together for an awfully long time to Scott Disick. Right. Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick have 3 children together.
That's
Mason, wild. Penelope, and Rain.
How is Scott a dad?
Travis Barker. How is Scott a dad?
Yeah,
I don't know. He's got 3 kids. Travis Barker has 3 kids, I want to say.
With who?
I forgot what her name is. Man, I gotta look this up. I should have had all of this ready to go. Travis
Barker, baby mama. Whoever's playing basketball outside need to chill. Shauna Mockler?
Yeah, Shauna Mockler. They actually had a reality TV show for a little bit. I think it was on MTV.
Interesting.
But I'm pretty sure he has 3 kids.
Or 2?
Technically, he has 2, but he has a stepdaughter.
Okay.
So that one, the lady he was with before, I forgot what her name was.
Morka? Shanna Mockler.
Yeah, whatever.
Mockler.
Shanna, whatever. So she must have had a child before Travis.
Okay.
They were together. And then Travis with that lady has Landon in Alabama.
Okay. So
technically they're a blended family of 6, but they just
had a 7th.
Their first child together.
Right.
Technically
both
their 7th child.
If you blend it all together.
But they're older. Not old, but she's in her late 40s, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
But for having is she in her late 40s? I'm really sorry, Kourtney, if you are not in your late 40s.
That's gonna be awkward.
Okay, sorry, 44. That's not that bad. My apologies.
No,
44
but that's
is
still
not
late
40s, but I'm saying
it's still late for kids.
For having a baby, that's quite.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what the medical field is. I feel like there's a lot of risks.
Yeah.
High risk pregnancy. I'll put it that way. 44, I feel like, is a high risk pregnancy.
I think post 35, is that all considered high risk now?
I don't know. I feel like the more time goes on and people waiting to have kids, they're like,
it gets better. That's good.
Not better, but I mean
better for us
because people were having kids earlier. But anyway, on the TV show, they got married. They wanted to have kids. And
wait, Travis and Kourtney?
Yes. Okay. I think they were trying, and then it didn't work out. So then they did IVF, and then that didn't work out. They took a break.
So is this an IVF kid or
no? This is a natural kid apparently.
Good for them.
Yeah, but the baby's name is Rocky, and his middle name is 13.
His middle name is.
I don't know if it's the number 13.
I don't think it can be.
Or the number 13
it has
spelled
to be spelled out. Because they didn't let.
Obviously, Kourtney and Travis did not tell me, but this is the information I'm getting from the media.
Wow.
But I do know his first name is Rocky because Kris Jenner confirmed it in a video that she posted. Not confirmed it on purpose, but somebody had sent all her grandkids merch, and Rocky was on the thing. Oh. I like Rocky.
Yeah. Of all their names, that's one of the normal.
I feel, well, I feel like Kourtney has the most, like, not normal, but, like, not out of this world wild names for her kids.
Yeah.
Compared to all the other
Yeah.
ones. Because all of the other ones, they're not bad, but they're just, like, they're celebrity kid names.
Yeah. So funny.
But, yeah. So, Paris Hilton had a baby via surrogate.
Crazy.
And announced it to her family on Thanksgiving. This is just my...
Can you imagine if I just came in and it was like, I like sat all you guys down and it was like, guys, I have someone you want me to meet. I want you to meet.
Have you...
Here's
some
my
people,
baby!
Some people do that. Have you seen the videos of people where they don't tell... Like, they only tell, like... obviously, like, their husband and their parents or whatever, but they won't tell, like, their siblings or other friends. Like, they know that they're pregnant, but they don't, and then all of a sudden they'll just FaceTime them, and it's, like, literally the baby. And they're like, you literally had your baby? Like, nobody said anything.
If my brother got married and was like, I hadn't seen him in 9 months, seen him or his wife in 9 months, and then they FaceTime me and show me the baby?
No, they knew. Like, the people that she was showing knew that she was pregnant. They just didn't, it was just like
happened. Okay.
oh my gosh, like, you
Okay.
literally delivered the
That's
baby
better.
already.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyway, that's what I have to share right now.
That's crazy.
What do you have to share?
I would like to, such an abrupt transition, but I would like to talk about comedians breaking out right now because I honestly think it's because the world needs to laugh and they're like, okay, let's pop these comedians out.
We love a good comedian.
Yeah, Hailey and I like bonded over a comedian. Shout out to Trey Kennedy. But up and coming comedians, Lori Tomlinson, I think is her name, and Matt Rife. Lori Tomlinson.
I've never heard of her. Or maybe I
You
have.
have. Let me pull up the picture. Lori Tomlinson is now taking the spot of James Corden on, if I got her name wrong, that's going to be Tomlinson. Is that not her name? What's her name? Tomlinson.
Brie made up a fake name.
Comedian. No, I swear. This is why. See. Oh, Taylor Tomlinson.
Sorry.
I'm going to start this over.
Taylor Tomlinson.
Okay, comedians. Taylor Tomlinson.
Yes.
I got the last name right.
Okay.
I don't know why. She is taking the late night spot of James Corden. And she's hilarious. I feel like does that sound more familiar?
Let me see.
This is what she looks like. She does, like, she's on a lot of, like, TikToks and stuff. And she has, like, a Netflix special.
She does not look familiar to
serious?
me at all.
She shows up on my...
She's 30.
Yeah, she shows up a lot. And she is funny, but she's a little inappropriate.
First thing that popped up was Netflix is a joke, dating multiple cheaters.
Yeah, so
I'll pray for her.
she
That
talks
sucks.
a lot about her
Dating life.
how traumatic her dating life has been. Because I think she was engaged and then she had to break off her engagement. And so she's funny, especially when she talks about dating trauma. But but she makes fun of herself a lot, which relatable. But I'm excited for that to come. But
yeah, that'll be good.
Matt Rife.
I've got some opinions.
Also up and coming. I'd love to hear your opinions because I have many opinions because he is really good at crowd work. Like his crowd work is funny. But
I will say that his crowd work is good.
Why are all the people who are coming to see him like raunchy? Like, or like.
Because I think that's the energy he feeds off.
That's crazy, dude.
So if you do you know the backstory about Matt Rife?
There's a backstory?
Okay, so I don't really know like all of it, but there used to be a TV show, I want to say it was on MTV, but I could be wrong. But basically it was called Wild and Out.
Okay.
And it was this show where there was a whole bunch of people and they basically were all funny. Basically, and they would all like compete in different activities, whatever, to try to like make the crowd laugh. And it was like split up into like 2 teams, and like whoever's team took home the trophy for the day, whatever. So I'm assuming in order for him to even be on that show, he had to have a small amount of either he was big on Instagram or like up and coming on Instagram, or he was a comedian. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, he got on there as a lot of people will say, he was the token white boy. So, like, Wild 'N Out, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically, like, I would say, I mean, like, 95% of the people that were on there were, like, African American.
Okay. Interesting.
So he could make, like, different jokes or whatever, because a lot of people said he's, like, the token white boy. He was cute. Girls flocked over him, whatever.
Right.
So he did that for a little bit, and then he got a lot of popularity because of that.
Huh.
Because a lot of people thought he was super cute.
Of course.
And then I think that helped him with his following on Instagram.
Okay.
And then he was kind of like doing the Trey Kennedy thing where he would make videos.
Okay.
And stuff like that. I think at some point it tanked. So I don't know if he said something.
I did hear something about
or what
haters.
happened, but I'm pretty sure his career tanked a little bit, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if time passed or what had happened, but I think he came back up, and that's when he started doing a lot more comedy shows with the crowd work type of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's very cute. I mean, not super cute, but I mean, he's attractive.
He's attractive.
But I watched like maybe 10 minutes of the Netflix special he has with Gene and Danae, and I literally turned it off.
Because
it was
very explicit?
No, it just wasn't funny.
Really?
I didn't think it was funny. And a lot of the videos I have laughed at and have like thought was funny of his are all of his crowd work videos that he posts online. So I don't know if it's just because
that's so true. I don't think I've seen a video of him.
I haven't seen him do an actual comedy show until that Netflix special.
And it wasn't funny.
I only watched the first 10 minutes of it. And I love out-of-pocket jokes. Like, I'm all one for, like, people are, like, gasping, and I'm like, that's hilarious. To a certain degree, obviously. But it wasn't that funny. And I was like, I feel bad. But granted, I haven't watched the whole thing. But
now I want to watch. Now this makes me want to watch it.
It wasn't that good enough in the first, like, as an opener. Like, you want something to grab people's attention. But anyway, so he made a joke. Did you hear about the drama?
No.
So in his Netflix special, the fact that this is even going to come out of my mouth is absolutely insane because this doesn't even sound real. But he made a joke about apparently one of his opening jokes was about domestic violence.
Oh.
People weren't it was like a lot of people were like, haha, that's funny. Other people were like, that's crossing a line. But I feel like that's comedy. You never know what's crossing a line because it could honestly depend on the crowd, the city, whatever, to figure out if a joke is going to be funny or land.
Sure.
And that's just the society we live in.
Right.
People can take things offensive one day and not get offended over it the next. But I guess not a lot of people were happy about it. That was in his Netflix special. And then I guess he had posted on his story, he's like, he like put a picture of him and then a link to his, like he's like, oh, here's my apology to like anybody if I've ever hurt your feelings. And it was a link to an ad for helmets for special needs people.
What the heck?
So basically he was saying, I don't even know what he was implying. I don't even want to assume and like make a statement of what he was implying because I don't know because I'm not Matt Rife or his publicist, so I'm not in charge of this. But a lot of people thought that was funny. But a lot of people thought that wasn't very funny. It was
How old is this guy? Is his brain fully? His brain is fully developed. He's 28.
His brain's fully developed, but that doesn't mean that there's not
smart
brain damage.
Well, actually, girls' brains develop at 25. I don't know when guys' brains develop. It's probably like 30 or something. Actually, I read something that it was like 42. So we're all just screwed.
42. That's
don't quote me on that. But that's terrible.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know how much longer he will be in the limelight. But also, I feel like things can be super, like, offensive to people and then give it, like, I don't know, a month.
Yeah.
And then he'll probably end up doing not the
back.
same thing, but he'll come back.
Did you hear? I don't know if you were a big fan of. Also, add 20 minutes to this, but I don't know if you were a big fan of John Crist back like 8 years ago. He was very similar to Trey Kennedy, like sort of like a Christian comedian, like would make fun of like Christian things.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was dating Lauren Elena, and he got in trouble for like some like sexual stuff, and then he like went to rehab, all this stuff. But now he's like back and like doing comedy again. But I feel like that is such our society to just be like cancel a person. Like, don't hear for them for a few months or like a year. Like, I don't know when Will Smith's gonna make his comeback, but it's coming.
Yeah, that's also like that other
the rise and
comedian.
fall.
What was her name? She had red hair, but she got like her career was like over. But I feel like people.
Oh yeah, because she made
name?
fun of some politician.
What was her name?
She was very liberal. Redheaded comedian. It was like, oh, I know what you're talking about too. I don't know what it's called though. Somebody's gonna have to put it in our comments or something. I don't think you're gonna find it.
Oh yeah, here she is. Kathy Griffin.
Yes.
Her.
Oh yes.
She had that
was
big
it Trump?
I don't know who it was. I don't know what it was, but it was something political.
We haven't heard from her.
But yeah, I remember people were so mad.
She has a tour. She toured this year.
She's coming back, I'm telling you. I think she was like in hiding for a little bit.
That's what you gotta do.
And I think she came, and I think she slowly started to come back. I have not heard much about her, but clearly if she's going on tour, she's not irrelevant.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, she held up a bloody model of Donald Trump's head, and that's why everybody canceled her.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That is a little explicit.
It's a little aggressive.
That's like the gray area where you're like, how is this gonna go over?
Yeah.
But that's like literally the life of a comedian. It's like they're literally
a life of celebrity.
Their goal is to cross boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully it's on people are more haha, I think this is funny, rather than haha, that was not funny.
Okay,
not haha.
This is not really related, but kind of. There is a clip of Trey Kennedy has a podcast. Obviously, the only comedians I religiously watch are Trey Kennedy.
Trey Kennedy. He's funny.
Taylor Tomlinson, although I don't even remember her name. Why did I think it was Lori? I don't know. Trey Kennedy was at a show, and he'll do like crowd work sometimes. Like he did a little bit at the show that we went to.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
But he was talking to this one girl, and he's like, "Where are your kids at?" And they're like, "Well, anyway, they were talking. He was talking to this girl like way up in the crowd, like
That's so funny.
I think like up, and then they like did a whole bit with her, and they were like, ha ha ha. And then, like, it cuts, because I just saw, like, the short of it. But it cuts, and then Trey, you can see Trey, like, looking on. He's, like, doing his bit, like, talking. And he, like, looks off to the side. And this girl, like, rushed the stage to, like, get him.
What? To get Trey Kennedy?
To get Trey Kennedy. And I think her name, I don't remember what her name was. But he's like, oh, my gosh, it's so-and-so. And then he, like, does this white girl scream.
Yeah.
The like, security gets him. And he's like, wow, you'd think I'm, like, Matt Rife or someone. And I was, like, dying.
That's so funny. Oh. Speaking of comedians, I'll say this really fast because it made me laugh today. There was a video, like a short little tidbit, I think it was on TikTok. I don't know who the comedian is, but anyway, I thought it was funny. Where it was doing crowd work again and was talking to this one lady because he noticed that she had a, it's not an impersonator. The people that do the sign language, what's that called?
Oh, an ASL translator?
An ASL translator. I think
there's
another word for it. But anyway, he was talking to her through the translator, and basically, like, he had turned around. So
oh no.
He turned around so the lady who was deaf couldn't read his lips because she said she could read lips, but she doesn't want to admit that she can because then, I don't know, I guess it's a deaf person thing. And basically had turned around and he's like talking into the mic but trying not to like look at the lady. He's telling the translator, he's like, do not like translate what I'm gonna say. And he's like, literally, like, imagine if I was turned around and he was like, hey, sir, the guy that's next to the deaf woman, when I turn around, I want you to scream at the top of your lungs in her ear, like in her face.
What?
And if she reacts, then we know she's a liar. And the comedian was like, so he turns around, like pauses for a little bit, nothing's happening. So he's like, oh, he's probably doing the normal human response, being like, he's not gonna yell in this woman's face because that's like unhumane. Like, why would you yell? And it was delayed, but he yelled in this woman's face, and this woman didn't react. He's like, don't worry, guys, she's really deaf. She's not a liar. And I was like, but then he starts bagging on the guy because he's like, oh my gosh, you're just the worst person ever. Like, you just yelled in a deaf person's face. Anyway, sorry, that was it. But I thought that was so funny. See, that's funny.
That's like could have been crossing a line.
It could have been crossing a line. It made me laugh. It was so funny. I felt terrible laughing at it, but I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh man.
I don't know who it was, but it was funny. Whoever
Shout
that
out
comedian
to that
was.
comedian. Honestly, we should go see another comedian because
Okay.
Trey Kennedy's going to be in San Jose.
I did see that.
Yeah. Because we missed him in Long Beach.
Devastating.
Anyways,
All right. Do we have one more final
do we have time?
take? That's all the time we have.
We've gone through a lot of tea.
We've gone through a lot of tea. We hope that your cup is as filled as it can possibly be
With tea.
for you to continue your day and go about your life. I hope you've learned something.
Hopefully, maybe the favor that we did you is now you can spend some time off of Instagram.
Yeah.
Chillax.
You're basically all caught
You're
up.
caught up.
I
You're
hope
welcome.
that there's something that you've taken away to go tell other people about.
Yeah, go talk about this.
Go talk about this
At
because
your
now
Christmas
you know
parties.
all the information. Because if there's nothing better than going up to somebody and be like, hey, have you heard about this? And they say no. And you have all the power in the world to be
So
like,
fun.
I know everything about this.
You know, it's funny. Everybody comes up to me at work and is like, have you heard about Taylor Swift? Because I have like Taylor Swift posters all over my.
Yeah, you're
I'm a Taylor
obsessed.
Swift girl. Anyways.
Anyway, it's POV time.
It's POV time. All right, Hailey, what's your POV?
My POV. Oh, we want to start with me?
Yeah.
Okay, this may be not news to other people, but this was news to me.
Okay.
This was news to me, and this was news for you as well.
Yes, it was.
This is juicy, and maybe it's just I don't know. I haven't even told my mom this, I don't think, because this was that mind-boggling.
It's just.
I had to briefly forget about it because it could have hindered the rest of my life. But here we are back again. Apparently,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to like regularly wash your jeans.
Yeah. It's wild.
And apparently you're supposed to put them in the freezer. I don't know what kind of madness this is,
It's
but I
gotta be a
have
myth.
never, ever heard of that
Have
ever
we
in my
gotten
life.
confirmation on that? Because we do know 3 people who do that.
It's more than one. If it's more than one person,
It's crazy.
I don't know. But here's my thing.
do you have a
Is
separate freezer for your jeans?
No, I don't think they do. That's insane.
That's gross. You're putting your dirty jeans with your food.
I wonder if they put it in a Ziploc bag or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
or like tinfoil, wrap it up.
Sure.
I don't know.
What are you unwrapping?
I
from
wouldn't-
my jeans.
I've never heard of anybody except the couple of people that we have recently talked to about this who have like brought it to our attention that that's what they do. But I am just like, that's insane. So I don't know if it's like we're in California and that's more of a like southern.
Is that just because it's so cold they
thing.
can just stick their jeans
I don't
outside?
know,
for the
but
winter?
I have never heard of that. I've
Never.
always grown up washing my jeans with like normally with my laundry.
I will say, since I've heard, and I heard that a few years ago, and I was like, that's crazy. I'm not going to freeze my jeans, but I am going to stick to washing them at most once a month.
That's wild to me though, because don't get me wrong. There's definitely things where I'm like, I only wore this shirt for a couple of hours. I can rewear it again.
Yeah.
But there gets to a point where you're like, I don't know. Say if it's a hot day and you're like,
But my legs don't really
I
sweat.
guess that's true.
You know? I mean, there's an area, never mind, that does sweat, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Your knees.
My knees sweat.
My knees sweat. I know the back crevice of your knees. It does get a little toasty down.
so
It does.
sweaty.
It gets toasty down there. But I don't know.
Yeah, so
I still actively wash my jeans normally, and
that's fair.
people may say that's probably
That's
why
wrong.
your jeans don't last as long. But I don't know, and I don't have time because that's gonna send me in a spiral,
Yeah.
and it's not good.
Yeah.
So let's move on to yours before I literally explode. 'Cause
Spiral.
It doesn't make
explode
any
in the
sense.
spiral. So, okay. Here's my POV. You are also aware of this POV. I told you at our Friendsgiving. Jean was not a fan of this POV.
Is Jean a fan of anything?
Not really.
Jean, I know you're listening, and I'm coming for you. I
Is he
don't think you're a fan of anything.
I don't think he's a fan of this
I
podcast.
think he's a fan of, what's that called? Bandwagoning.
yeah.
He's a professional
He's a
bandwagoner.
professional bandwagoner. POV of the week. If I was president and I had to make an executive decision to get rid of something and keep something, I would get rid of all sports because sports cause deaths. And I would replace it with...
So do car accidents.
No! Sports are more dangerous.
More people die in car accidents.
That's not my POV. That's not the main point. The main point is that I would replace it with starting Thanksgiving. No more work for all of America. This is my pitch to be president. No more work
Thanksgiving Day.
after Thanksgiving. Day before Thanksgiving on.
Until the New Year?
Until January 2nd. That's when work starts again.
Whoa, that's a
month. That's like a little over a month.
little over a month.
It's like 5-week break.
But
Shut down. The country shuts down.
see, yeah. I think in theory it was great up until I realized everybody would be off of work.
Not everybody.
Well, you have to preface that. Who is not allowed? You're gonna be like, sorry, that sucks.
So it would switch off every year. So on the odd years, Target and Walmart, right? So Target would take an odd year, Walmart would take an even year. So it would switch off. So like Home Depot and Lowe's, they would switch off who has to work. Like Amazon and like DoorDash, okay? Well, I guess Amazon and like UPS,
It
okay?
was great in theory, but it doesn't feel like it would work.
Listen,
So first responders, they would never get an off year. They'd have to work.
firefighters would get 2023 off.
No, that's not gonna work.
EMS would get 2024 off.
But police officers have to work all year round, every
No,
year.
Not
You're gonna have no police?
police officers? No. It's gonna be the purge.
See, no, you just ruined your whole POV. That's not good.
the
Nobody
purge.
listening to this wants to go through the purge.
I do.
We'll send you off and you can do it by yourself. I don't want to. But the chances of me dying are already high enough.
Who's gonna kill you, Hailey?
Anybody could kill me. Apparently, I should go play football right now or any sport because that has a higher chance of killing me than apparently a car accident or I don't know.
How many? Okay, first of all, how many
Getting
people?
shot.
How many people actually want to commit murder? I don't think that many.
This is
I think
such a deep dive.
think
It should be 0. That's what we're saying. No one wants to do that.
That's false. I think there are people like there's crazy
God.
people, but
God.
I think the month of December, you just say everybody has to be a good person. You can do the purge. Just don't kill anybody. I don't know what you're going to write for this POV. Good luck.
We're going to have to end because I can't let this carry on anymore.
Good luck writing this POV.
I'm just going to say, if I was president, I'd let the purge happen is basically what I'm going to say. Because that's what you're implying. If I was president, I would have no work, cut sports, No work off November to January.
But purge, but no sports.
No sports and purge. Yes. Cut sports, purge yes. Sports no, purge yes. But no work. But no work the day before Thanksgiving
Basically
until
just
January 2nd.
Just like COVID shutdown.
No, I'm
For a month.
okay. All right. Well, this has been a great episode. My brain's gonna explode. This has been a great episode. This we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna do everybody a favor, and we're just gonna end it here because I don't think this is good for everybody to keep this going. So
Okay.
It's been a great Tuesday. We will see you next week.
Next Tuesday.
For another
For
episode.
a better episode.
It better be better because this was wild. Bye, everybody.
With Hailey